Hello, my name is Colton from the University of Charleston, and today I'm here to talk to you about why our project for the UC Spring 5K Run is the best project for you. So let's start with the title. Our title is Run for Relief, and as you can tell to the right, we are talking about hurricane relief, just so there's no confusion there. This is what I'm going to talk to you about today. This is my outline. In slide number 1, I'm going to discuss the project goals and make our project statement. In slide number 2, I'm going to justify our project, which is basically talking about how we incorporated the LLOs to our project and made everything work together. And the final thing I'm going to talk to you about before Aramis takes over is the 5K race theme that I came up with. I think it's a great way for us to gather people to the race. So let's move on to the next slide. And now I'm going to make my project statement, which is that we want to keep it short and simple, we want to gather runners and get at least 2 sponsors for each runner. And then after the race is over, we want to donate all the proceeds to the Red Cross Foundation for hurricane relief, most specifically Hurricane Irma in Puerto Rico. So now to go into a little bit more detail about what I'm talking about, let's do our project goals. Number 1, we're going to gather a minimum of 25 runners for the race. They can be athletes, football players, basketball players, run track, it doesn't really matter, but we want at least a minimum of 25 runners. I think that we can do a lot better than that though. So number 2, we want to collect sponsors from individuals, companies, stores, and restaurants within the community. So there's really no limitations here. You can basically do anything you want with this. It doesn't matter if you're going to Walmart or Taco Bell or wherever, or just a friend or family that you see there, all those will work as sponsors. So for our sponsors, we want at least 50 sponsors and a minimum of $500 total raised. So to accomplish this, that means you have to charge at least each sponsor $10 for their sponsorship to reach that total of $500. So number 4, we want to find an affected individual to speak and raise awareness about Hurricane Irma. So the University of Charleston is very diverse, so I would find it very hard to believe that there isn't at least one person that has been personally affected by Puerto Rico and would be willing to help promote awareness for us and for the race. So, number 5, donate the raised money to hurricane relief. So once everything's done, like I've already said, just to reiterate that we're going to donate it to the Red Cross, and that's about it. For number 6, the theme for the race, to gather more money, to gather more people, I mean. So this is just a very interesting topic that I'm going to discuss in my next slide. Excuse me, not the next slide, the one after this. So for our project justification, like I said, this is when we're talking about how we incorporated our LLOs into our project. So number 1 is citizenship. We did this by bringing the community together for the race. So just bringing everybody together for one good cause can really do a lot for people, and I think that's just a good thing. Number 2 is communication, using social media to spread the word about the race. So communication is a big part of just communication in general. It's just a big part. Social media is a big part of that. Number 3 is critical thinking, and we're going to use that by solving problems that may arise. So for example, if for some reason we're not able to find somebody from Puerto Rico that was personally affected, we may have to alter that goal or come up with a new one entirely. Number 4 is ethics, and we use this by choosing reliable sponsors. So you don't want to give a sponsorship to somebody that is not trustworthy, that says they're going to pay their sponsorship and then not do it, and then you're just completely out of luck and we have to pay for it ourselves. So we do not want that. Number 5 is creativity, and we use this by making shirts with the sponsors' names and our cause. also using the race theme. So those are two really good things. And the last and final is inquiry. We use this by making our project goals clear to the sponsors who are supporting us. Also, if you make the project goals unclear, people might be confused why they even sponsored you in the first place, so we just want to avoid that completely. You need to be completely clear with why we're doing this. Now to my final slide, the 5K race theme. So this was just something fun that I would come up with just to gather as many people as we can to bring attention to this cause. So I decided that people would wear anything white, red, or blue, which, as you can see to the right, are the Puerto Rican flag colors. So that's what that'll symbolize. So that's about all for me. Now I'm going to let Aramis finish up with the last part of our project.
That was great information, Colton. Thank you. Hello. My name is Aramis Allgood. I will be speaking of the project plan, resources, and constraints. For our project plan, our project Run for Relief will be finished. We plan to have it finished by 2 weeks before the race. For the jobs that will be assigned, we will assign those to individuals. Those individuals will be our classmates. Each classmate will have a certain role. For example, you have one of our classmates that will have the job of finding runners. We will need a certain number of runners for the race. Another one will be finding sponsors. We need sponsors for this fundraiser to work. The next one will be finding out where to order shirts. We plan on ordering a shirt from a website. Right now we don't know, but we will get on that soon. Another one will be spreading the word through social media. This is the key importance right here, because social media is such a big thing nowadays, and that will help spread the word of our performers. After each student has done their role, their progress will be mentioned at the end of every month. We would like to know what's the set and what they've been doing. For example, let's say Bobby, a student in Charleston, has found 20 plus runners. At the end of March, say it was March, he will report back to us and tell us he has found 20 plus runners. We plan on having guest speakers. However, if we are unfortunate enough not to have one, we will think of a more creative way to find a better speaker. Resources. We want to spread the word about our fundraiser soon as possible. We want everyone to know, because we feel that this is, imagine if it was in your local community. I know you want to do whatever you can to help. So to do that, we will use methods like social media. Like I said in the previous slide, social media is a key thing around the world today, and that will greatly influence for this to spread. We'll have local individuals and communities to raise awareness for the hurricane. We want people to get there. Be active. Then we have shirts. Of course, shirts, people like material things. So maybe they don't look at it, but it'll be there. So people might say, hey, what's on your shirt? Hurricane, fundraiser, boom. The next we'll have flyers. Flyers, you can be in a store like Walmart or something. You'll see it and you pass by, and maybe it'll catch somebody's eye. Or when you're driving by, you'll see it on like a light post or something. And we'll have sign-up sheets. For the shirts, we will, like I said, we'll order them online on the website. The flyers and sign-up sheets will be printed at Charleston, and we will have them out very soon. For our constraints, my partner and I, we decided that these were the most constraints, or the things that we find issues with, the factors that would delay our progress. We came up with not finding enough sponsors. If we don't have enough sponsors, we won't be able to do the fundraising. We won't have enough money to help these people in need, these victims. Another one will be not reaching our goal. Our goal is to donate enough money so we can send to help with the victims in the hurricane. Or when next one will be unable to find a speaker. This we're balancing out if it was really important, because we'll find a speaker somehow, some way. After that, confusion assignments. Hopefully we won't run into this problem, but if we do, it will be handled immediately. And the last one, similar to not reaching our goal, not having enough money to provide a donation to the victims of Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico. Thank you for listening to the speech. If you have any questions, you can go to www.commonware.com, which is a site that shows you how to be successful in your project proposal and execution. Also, if you want to learn how to get a sponsor or how to sponsor someone, you can go to www.gocompare.com. Thank you.